Hey guys, Robert Wheeler here with White Bone Knives. I wanted to do a video on kind of like a homestead type area. I guess it's just my backyard, but I kind of wanted to do some homesteading acts. So when we decide to move in like 4 or 5 years, we might have some of our skills down and be kind of prepared for that sort of outing. And I just want to show you my backyard and what I have planned for it. The major thing that I edited on my backyard was the fence. That fence right there used to be right along here, going along the shed and then behind it. This made the yard field really small, and it wasn't set up very nice, so I decided to just stake it out the opposite way and put it out here, and it makes it feel a lot more open. And it also gives me room for another garden section. So we're going to be using this section right here for the garden, and I'll take you behind the shed here and show you what we got. And we'll be using that plot right there. It's not a huge garden, but it should be plenty for us to actually get started in learning how to garden and doing things the right way. I also did this right here. I just kind of took a shovel and broke this up. I'm going to be tilling it later today, and we're going to plant a lot of vine crops here, and they'll grow up the fence. So I also got to get a lot of that remaining honeysuckle bush out of there, and there was tons of it along that fence, and we've since then cleaned it up. And there's a lilac tree over there. I think we're just going to leave it there. It's not, it just kind of provides some greenery in the springtime, so hopefully that will flower a little bit better this year. I know a couple years it wasn't doing that well, just simply because I think it had too many shoots and there was a lot of dead shoots, and now we cut it back, like way back, and now it's a little bit more manageable. But now we're going to be taking this shed and moving it up to here, and then putting these IBC totes behind it, and I'm going to be doing a little aquaponics setup back there, and I'm kind of going back and forth between just doing like catfish or doing some fathead minnows possibly, and selling them to bait shops around the area. So we kind of have some, decent plans for this area here, and this is just my backyard, but it should be pretty fun, and we're just getting those skills ready for homesteading and living that sort of lifestyle. I don't know if we're going to be going completely off-grid or anything, just because, I have the knife shop and all that, and I definitely need electricity for that. So, but we do want to kind of adapt to that lifestyle. We think it's a pretty good way to live, a way to get closer to God, a way to get closer to your family, and just a simpler way of life. Nothing too crazy, not caught up in a rat race or anything like that. So, big plans for this little plot. I mean, it's small, but you can do a lot with not very much. So, I'll be posting more videos on updates on this, and hopefully give you guys something more to look at. And I know this is a knife making channel, but if anybody else out there is interested in doing some homesteading acts or whatever, I guess you can kind of just follow what we have. And I really want to get information out there. I don't want to I'm not really about mainstream YouTube. I've probably said that a couple of times before in my videos. So I just really want to educate people, because I know there's a lot of people out there that they skip a lot of the information on their channel, and that results in way more views, I guess. But I want to educate some people in a very informative way. And plus, there's a lot of people out there that don't have like access or knowledge to a lot of these things. And I guess I can't say that, because you can find all this on YouTube, really, and that's where I'm learning it from. But if I can promote the outlet of that knowledge, then why not? So this will be our small little journey here, and we're going to be here about 4 more years before we're planning on moving to Kentucky, and I think that's going to be a pretty nice location for doing homesteading and
being able to hunt. So yeah, this is step one to living a better life, and that would be our opinion. So I hope you guys enjoy the series that I'm about to do, and I'll just keep discussing with you my plans for the area, and hope you enjoy. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.